So I wanted to answer this question about how I've lost my weight and balancing my hormones. So first up, before I even balanced my hormones, for a whole year, I started exercising, tracking my foods, drinking more waters, cutting out soda, just being very intentional. I seen no results. So I went to my family doctor, had blood work done, and of course, everything came back in normal range. And when I say normal range, when you go to a regular family doctor where you use your insurance, they have these big, wide ranges for everybody to fit in this box. But I believe my health is like education, and it shouldn't be limited. And, it's not a one size fit all type thing. So I got my results back and I was like devastated. And I talked to my nurse practitioner, and she basically told me I was crazy and sent me to an OB doctor. Was like, and he's like, I don't know why you're here. You need to go back and get on like Lexapro, Prozac, Zoloft, something. It's in your head. You're mentally sick. That's all we can do for you. I left in tears, and I will vividly remember that appointment cost us $11, and I said it was the biggest waste of my money, and I would never speak to a doctor again. Like, I just knew that, and I hate to say this word, but I just told my husband, I guess I'll just be fat the rest of my life, because there was nothing else I could do. I was completely wrong. I went to the Lord, prayed, and was like, something's not right. My body's telling me something's not right. I had a heart attack. That same prompting that said I needed to go to the ER was the same prompting that told me your body's not right. Something's going on. So that's when I dug deeper, and I was scrolling on TikTok, and I found my girl, Megan, who's on TikTok and on Instagram. And she does like telehealth visits. She did the same exercise programs that I did. She did a lot of women's health. And all of her videos was like, oh my gosh, she is actually speaking to me. I know in these videos, like, she is directly talking to me, tears in my eyes, because I knew that I was not alone. And that's when I dug deeper and I talked to my husband and I said, watch these videos. This woman knows what I'm going through. Like, other people out there have hormone issues. And so that's when I paid out of pocket, started working with a hormone specialist, and she helped me balance my hormones. And the weight will not come off. And I was gaining weight even until I get things under control. And she said, you got to get to the root problem. So that's when I dug deeper into my hormones, and things got better. But let me tell you some of the symptoms I had. So how I knew something was wrong was, and like I told my nurse practitioner, I was like, I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I could sleep 10 hours a day. I'm irritable AF. I could fly off the hinges at my mom, or not my mom, actually, not my mom, my husband, my kid. Very fatigued, brain fog. My husband's sitting right here. And I'm like, what else can I say? Low sex drive. I would say my periods were super heavy. I had cravings like no other. Like, I could eat my kitchen sink, my pantry, and everything in between. And it was always at night. And I wasn't losing weight. I was actually gaining weight. I'm sure I could think of other symptoms that I had, but I can't think right off the top of my head. So those were some things that I was experiencing, and I knew there was something wrong. And that I was 40 at the time. I'm 41 now. I knew that there was something major going on. So this is what I tell people. Today at church, I just talked to a lady, and I said, start logging all your foods. Weighing yourself, not because of body shame, but just see like the food you eat, kind of like how you feel. How does that make you feel? Does it make you feel bloated? I also did like a food sensitivity test to see if I was allergic to stuff, because that also plays a factor into it. Meet with your family doctor, do some lab work. Sometimes your hormones are so far off that you don't follow in these little numbers, and they're like, okay, you got some major issues going on. Figure out, get down to the root cause of your issue. Then if your family doctor doesn't work, then I would seek somebody like a private pay type, more of a naturopath type doctor. and they will definitely get down to it. I did not do any blood testing with my hormone specialist. I do saliva testing. My doctor at my family doctor now, he does my blood work. Now my family doctor, he was a guy. I fired that nurse practitioner that didn't know what the hell she was doing, got me a different doctor, and my and then my hormone specialist. They work hand in hand. She tells me anything that I need. I tell him, and he's like, not a problem. You just tell me if you need more blood work done, and we'll work together. And that's kind of like my journey of how I got the ball rolling and knowing I need to balance my hormones. But if you have any more questions, please drop your questions or comments below and I'll be happy to answer them. And if you go after this video, like 3 or 4 videos after this or before this video, you will see my hormone specialist. Her name's Megan Bliss, MP, and I think it's _. I'll tag her in this video, and she's your gal. If you don't have somebody and you don't mind private paying, she will definitely 100% help you. She regained my life, and now I feel so much better. And I think my husband could attest to our life being so much better because my hormones are balanced. So there you go.